This was a huge year for the Ohio Bobcats. They ended up winning the MAC for the first time since 1968, and Tim Albin was a huge part of their success the past couple of seasons. Albin helped the Bobcats win 30 games the last 3 years. That ties Boise State for the most wins by a Group of 5 team the last 3 seasons. With all their success, teams were going to be looking for Albin, and Albin recently left to be the new head coach at Charlotte University. So now OU is looking for a new head coach, and I'm going to be talking about a couple people I think Ohio should be looking at to be their new head coach. First up is Ohio University offense coordinator Brad Smith. Brad Smith will be the interim head coach for OU when they take on Jacksonville State in the Cure Bowl. Smith has been with OU since 2022, and he helped Ohio lead the MAC on total offense this season. Brad Smith has never been a head coach, but he's been an assistant head coach with Hawaii. He was the assistant head coach from Hawaii from 2016 to 2020. I think this makes a lot of sense for OU, and if I had to put money who their next head coach would be, I think it would be Brad Smith, because when several years ago when Solich stepped down, instead of getting somebody from outside, they just promoted within and gave Tim Albin the job. I think OU might do a similar situation where they just promote somebody from within the university, and Brad Smith could potentially be the next head coach for the Ohio Bobcats. Of the candidates I'll be talking about on this list, I think Brad Smith makes the most sense, and he's by far the most likely to happen. Next up on this list is Jacksonville Jaguars assistant running back coach Tyler Tettleton. Obviously, if you're an OU fan, you know who Tettleton is. He is a legend with the Bobcats. He's their all-time leading passing yards leader and passing touchdowns leader. From 2015 to 2017, Tettleton was a graduate assistant at Oklahoma University. In 2018, he was a pro personnel intern with the New York Jets. The following season, he was with the Browns, and Tettleton actually made a return to Athens, where he was the Ohio University pass game coordinator and running back coach. And since then, he has been with the Jacksonville Jaguars as their assistant running back coach. Honestly, I don't think this is that likely, but I could definitely see a scenario where Tettleton comes back to OU, maybe as an offensive coordinator. I think it's far more likely we see Tettleton come back as an offensive coordinator than the head coach. I just think it would be really, really cool to see OU bring back their legendary quarterback to this coaching staff in some capacity. The final person on this list is already on the coaching staff, Ohio University defensive coordinator John Hauser. Hauser has been with OU since 2022, where in 2022 he was their safety coach. Last season he was their defensive pass game coordinator and their safety coach, and this year he was their safety coach and their defensive coordinator as well. This was Hauser's first year being a defensive coordinator at the collegiate level, and he did a very, very good job for Ohio. When it comes to the MAC, OU allowed the fewest yards per game of any MAC school, and they allowed the fewest points per game of any MAC school as well, and that's very good considering when you look at the Bobcats this season, they played 2 Power 5 teams. They played Syracuse and Kentucky, and the fact that they only allowed 17.5 points per game is very, very impressive. It speaks volumes of how good John Hauser did with his OU defense this season. OU's most recent head coach, Tim Albin, was promoted within the university, and I expect the same situation to happen with OU this time around. I would not be surprised at all if John Hauser or Brad Smith becomes the next head coach of the Ohio Bobcats. That about does it for this video. Comment who you want Ohio's next head coach to be. If you're new to my channel or you've seen my videos before, make sure to like this video and hit the subscribe button. I would really, really appreciate it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time on the Sports Dude Hines Show.